What's up, guys? It's Coin back with some more Black Desert stuff. Um, I just wanted to make this quick little video. I mean, I don't know how quick it's actually going to be. Probably not very. Talking about the state of the game. Um, as of a couple of days ago, Friday, Dom has a Q&A. They're asking for questions on the forums, and apparently it's going to be, or probably already has ended. The submission period has ended as of this morning, I believe. So I am looking forward to seeing what they actually do, what they actually respond with. A lot of people are asking for when new classes are going to be added, when we're going to see like what and how we're going to be getting these content updates, issues with karma, with gold spammers, with crashing and optimization, that sort of stuff. I'm interested in all of these things because they're all potential problems. For the most part, I'm still pretty happy with how much content there is in the game. It feels like there's a shitload of stuff to do still. But in the relatively near future, in the next couple of weeks or month, or maybe even as many as maybe as much as 2 months, I'm going to be getting near the end of the current content. And like there'll still be daily stuff to do, and there'll still be grinding to do, and farming up resources for crafting, for enchanting my weapons and armor, all of that stuff. So I'm not going to run out of like I'm not going to have literally nothing to do. But I think the biggest issue and the biggest reason for them to put out new content quickly is to keep the majority of players engaged and interested in the game. As it stands right now, it definitely feels like the player base, the population of the game, has dropped significantly over the past, let's say, 2 weeks. And we're not even a full month out yet from the launch of the game. I mean, I've still run into people in the open world. There's still people actively talking in chat. So I don't know what the actual player base, the player population is like. I have no data saying how much it's dropped or not. But I know for a fact that my guild is basically a ghost town at this point, and that may not be indicative of every guild. But I'm sure it has to be more than just mine. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. My guild was already always fairly casual, so maybe that's why. Maybe the hardcore people went to other guilds, and they're the ones that are planning on sticking around, and that may be what's going on, and that's fine. That's whatever. Um, it may just be a problem with my guild that is making things that is making this seem worse than it actually is. Like I said, I don't have any data to back up one stance or another, depending on just about how the player base is shaking out. But I'm definitely interested to see what this Q and A is going to be. What's going to be the result of this Q and A? One of the biggest things that will keep me playing this game is their ability to communicate with us, let us know what's coming, when, how. I mean, I don't have to have specific dates, but I want to know generally what plans are. Having long content droughts with no communication kills games. It just flat out does. Um, and I don't want that to happen here. I like this game still. It's still very new. Um, I think the biggest issue might just be that people didn't research what this was before they got in. Since I researched it, I knew what I was getting into. I knew the game didn't have a lot of group content, it didn't have dungeons, it didn't have raids, and I was okay with that. It doesn't even have fast travel or teleporting or anything like that. You have to run around on your feet or on a horse, and that's it. That is the fastest it gets. Um, and I'm fine with that. I knew that going in though. A lot of people did not, and that might be what's causing the problem. I do know that I think it was some kind of dev stream. Maybe they did. I saw a Q&A on Reddit, or it was a summary of a Q&A, and in that it stated that they were that up to this point the game had been far more successful than they originally expected. So maybe that's good. Maybe that just means that more people got in than what they were expecting, and then those extra people that just kind of bought the game on a whim because it looked pretty, because it was the new hot thing for a couple of days. Maybe those people are going to be the ones quitting, and then the people that actually knew what they were getting into are going to be the ones that stick around. I mean, that is kind of the ideal situation. The ideal outcome for this is that the people that didn't know what they were getting into are the ones that are leaving, and then after that, you will have the core dedicated player base that will stick around because they know what they're getting. They know what the game is. And I hope that's the case. I do not want this game to die. I would prefer if it could maintain its current business model with buying the game up front and then doing like the optional cash shop thing. For a long time, that's what Guild Wars 2 did. And I'm not entirely opposed to like I think Guild Wars 2 did a really good job, even though you could buy like some boosts and things in there. You could get those boosts, those little things in other ways. So it wasn't that big of a deal, and I don't feel like it's that big of a deal here. There's been a lot of people complaining about pay to win. I mean, the only thing I can think of that is even remotely pay to win, which I mean, I don't really know even what they're trying to win at, is the ghillie suit, making it so your player name doesn't show up. That's a little weird, and they said that they might be looking into that, so that's fine. But that's the only thing I can think of that has really been egregious. The other things they've added, the small little bonuses you get on costumes or on outfits. None of those things are things that you can't get in other ways. It's just like increased stamina, slightly increased MP, slightly increased health, slightly increased movement speed. Nothing is crazy. Nothing is just like going to make you better in a way that another player can't get through food or through gems in their gear, crystals, that sort of stuff. That sort of stuff is all in there and available if you're willing to look for it. It does give you a slight edge, yes, but only to those players that aren't using any of that stuff. Any of those players that aren't using the free items that you can acquire in game. And I mean, even then, like that sort of stuff, I don't even know if it's that big of a deal. You're not I just don't get it. I don't know. People complain about pay to win, and like that would be like I think the more egregious the more egregious examples of that are like buying a max level character in World of Warcraft or something along those lines. Like entirely skipping huge amounts of content. This is not that. Getting some moderately small boosts is not pay to win. If this was an esport thing, like League of Legends or Dota or some first-person shooter or like Street Fighter or something, and there was like microtransactions that made your if you were playing Street Fighter and you had a fucking microtransaction that made your fireballs better or your fucking Hadouken or I don't fucking know. I haven't played Street Fighter in a very long time. I don't fucking know, but I don't know. I don't understand the people complaining about pay to win. This just doesn't seem like it. They're not even like the stuff that they're selling is standard for a lot of other games that I felt like have done it pretty well. And like the whole core of the game is the grind. That is the core. Either you're grinding for XP or money or like trading goods or crafting materials or whatever. Grinding for like doing daily quests, grinding for like contribution XP. Everything is about the grind, regardless of what aspect of the game you are engaging in. It's all the grind, all of it. So, I mean, I don't know what the issue is there, but that's I guess beside the point. I don't know. That's not what this video is about. I do not think this game is pay to win, and I don't understand the people that do think it's pay to win. Um, I don't get it. It's whatever. It's fine. I don't. Just those people can think what they want. I don't understand them, and I don't agree with them. But they're entitled to their opinion. I just don't get it. That's all. I don't see it. But that's way off topic. I should get back to what I was saying, which I guess I've kind of already said, haven't I? Um, yeah, I'm gonna be paying attention to this Q&A that they should be posting their answers to this by when was it? Tuesday, April 5th at the latest. So it could be sooner than that, but at the very least, by that time, at the latest, we will have some more definite answers on what we can be expecting in the next month or two, probably. It says they're planning on answering between 15 to 20 questions. They have received a lot of questions, but many of them are the same thing. People asking where is Blader or Plum, where is Ninja, Kunoichi, just asking about new classes, asking about Witch and Wizard Awakenings, asking about more stuff about the Blader, like server transfers, that sort of stuff. Gold spamming, that's a problem. We will have these answers, hopefully, or some of these answers, within the next week, and I'm excited to see that. And I will probably be making another video then, either good or bad, depending on how they answer and what questions they pick. So, in the meantime, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to keep enjoying the game. I'll play it at my own pace. I am going to have to cut back a little bit because the amount of time I'm putting in has been unsustainable. I'm 29. I've got a job and social responsibilities and family stuff and just general adult shit that I generally hate. Because being adult sucks. But anyways, guys, I'm done rambling. This is fucking nonsense and garbage. So, thanks for watching. I will be back with more content stuff, some kind of update in the near future. And until then, take care.